We'll start with Terry Davis.
Also in the game, man, that was like a playoff type game, third game of the season, man, with intensity. You got to be proud of the way you guys played, even though you didn't get the win.
Yeah, no, very proud. I told him, obviously, we got better tonight despite a loss. Some of those, losses hurt and all that. But great atmosphere. Again, our guys just weathered storms. I mean, the Lakers played great tonight. They had so many great individual contributions. The way they moved the ball, they made it really hard on us. But I thought we dug ourselves a big hole, even though despite being down 6 at halftime, just our focus wasn't there. Our edge wasn't there. They took advantage of that in the first half. Obviously, we come back and have a great third quarter, and it's a back and forth fourth quarter. Just possession after possession. One way, this way ends up being a 3-point ball game against a heck of a team. So really proud of our guys. It's just that consistency for 48. Our Grizzlies standard showed up in the second half, wasn't there in the first half, and despite that, it was a 1-possession game at the end.
I think there's a sense outside your organization that John's come back as a different player. You kicked it up 40-10 tonight. Do you feel the same way that he's a different player this year? And then what role has the development of his outside shot, his confidence there, maybe changed who he is?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I'd say obviously, his performances, how he's playing is, showing up differently, but like he's the same person that he's been, since year one, where he's just been highly motivated to get better, highly motivated every single day. Ultimate competitor, wants to win, wants to do everything possible, not just for himself, it's about his teammates. All the work that he's put in, the last summer and then this previous summer, he's the same guy. And the fact that he's just continuing to embrace his evolution as a player and as a leader, as his team has really shown up to even higher levels of performances. So it's a credit to him. It's unbelievable what he's doing these first 3 games. Now it's, just doing that every single night. I talk to him all the time about that responsibility you have to really lead by example. And he's showing me so many different ways, even outside of just what he's doing on the court, where he's taken it to another level. But he's had all these traits. He just keeps putting in the work, getting that experience, and the results are speaking for, who he is, who he's always been.
And the shooting though, I mean, he had 7 attempts last night, 7 tonight. I think career high 5 that he makes. I mean, he's pulling up quick.
Yeah, pulling up quick. He's finding those windows of opportunity. I mean, he's becoming more lethal, all over the floor. Obviously, he's going to set a tone with how he gets downhill. Obviously, the 3-point shooting the last couple of nights, especially tonight, were big for us. He's just got so much confidence. Why? Because he's been putting in the work. It was a daily grind for him this offseason. The free throws, obviously getting to the free throw line more, it's a big emphasis of his. So as he just continues evolving his game, you're just seeing he's going to become unstoppable.
We're going to go to Zoom, Evan.
Taylor, you mentioned you guys got better through these 3 games. I guess what's maybe stood out the most? Has it been just the way you guys have fought? Has it been just the confidence? What do you think has stood out the most so far in these 3 games?
Yeah, I just think it's our relentless mindset for 48 minutes. I think I said before the game, games don't go, you don't have a perfect script for every single game. But our guys come in and they play hard and they play together. We keep it simple. Obviously we have the X's and O's and the strategies, but if we can just come out and compete and play together, we've shown that the last 3 games. We can go toe to toe with anybody in this league. Our guys have that confidence and they have that confidence in each other. And that's what shows up every single night. So you especially need that on the road, the road challenges. But in a short sample size, it's just more of what we've seen the last 2 years. And our guys are just gaining even more confidence in what we've got to be able to do for 48 minutes to win consistently in this league. So really proud of that. We've got a lot more, ahead of us. But it's a lot of the same, and just that Grizzly standard that we talk about of competing together and focusing on getting better. We got better tonight despite the loss, and hopefully we show it up against Portland in 2 or 3 days.
At this point, though, I mean, you guys have been in close games last year. You guys learned from those close games. Yesterday was a close game. Tonight, obviously, it looked like you guys were able to dig it out and just fight even more. So do you feel like at this point, it's not just continuing to build, but there's a different sense of, hey, these guys have been here and it's starting to show up more now?
Yeah, I mean, our guys are echoing that in the timeouts. We've been here, we faced adversity, and it's just a confidence booster. And it's that poise that you need in these situations. I mean, obviously, we were playing from behind for a fair amount of the game. Obviously, the Lakers were going big runs, big time threes, transition. And then we just, whether it was a timeout or in the flow of the game, our guys just rallied with each other. They scrapped for 48 minutes. And sometimes, you win from playing with a lead, you play from behind, but you give yourselves those chances late in the games. Those are the pivotal learning moments. So I just think the group's effort together, just that poise and that confidence that, hey, we've been in these situations. They may not be saying we've been in these situations before, but like, we can handle this. We can handle this adversity that just permeates throughout the entire team, which gives you that calm to go out there and do what you got to do to try to win a game.
All right, we'll go to Drew.
Taylor, what would you say it says about Ja that he played as well as he did, and then when he missed the free throw, you could tell that one hurt him a little bit? And do you think that, I know he plays with a chip on his shoulder a lot, but is that something that's just going to push him even more, a situation like this?
Absolutely. It's his care factor. He wants to do everything possible to help his team win. Obviously, he missed a free throw, but I'm so confident when he steps up to the line there at any point in the game, especially late in the game. He's going to knock down 1 million game winners, from the field and from the free throw line moving forward. But he's, as I said a moment ago, he's highly motivated individual from day one. This is going to continue to push him because it's all about helping his team win. So I know he's going to learn from that, get better, and be ready to go out there and knock those down in the future like he will.
All right, we've got time for one more. Parker.
Yeah, Taylor. So tonight, the team had 18 offensive rebounds and out rebounded the Lakers by 13. Just against the size that the Lakers have, do you just kind of use that mentality on the glass and their effort and their positioning on the glass? It's just kind of like a tone setter for the rest of this road trip.
Yeah, it's got to be a tone setter for the rest of the year. I mean, we talked about priorities for ours, defensively and offensively with the team. We talk about this roadmap to success. And one of those key factors is our ability to finish possessions. We did a good job of that last season, but we need more guys involved this year. So obviously, I think we've out-rebounded our opponents the last couple of games, which is big time. And that's not just, Steven's got to do it. Jaren's got to do it. It's our guards have to be in there. That's winning basketball. That's the game within the game. So really proud of that because that was a big emphasis going into the Lakers scout tonight. Again, there were so many things our guys did game plan wise well. We had our mistakes, early in the first half, better in the second half, but the fact that we really clamped down on second chance points. I know we had one late in the game, Anthony goes in there and gets that, wish he could have that one back. But the fact that our guys are embracing that and making that a priority is really going to be something that sets us up for success for the rest of the season.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Great. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.